Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Free Hammers. It's Luke here. I hope you're all well. Loads of news since the last time I did a video. There was all the stuff that's come out about Moyes and Steiden, where they've sort of basically agreed to sort of be apart while Steiden does his work looking for the new manager, and while Moyes can just concentrate on the last three games and see what happens. Really, I'm not against this. I think this is a good idea. It means they can both focus on their own separate things. At the end of the day, they're both going to be apart in 3 games' time, so it's better that they focus themselves in other areas. The manager, the main thing that's come out today is it looks like Lopetegui's, by all accounts, it sounds like it's more or less done. It was Steinberg, the great journalist who really accurate with his West Ham stuff most of the time. Said that the meetings have progressed and it seems that it's, like I say, more or less done. He did say that Almiron's name is still on the table, and things could change, but I think it's done. I'll be honest with you. I think, and by all accounts, he's saying that it could be done by Wednesday or sort of by late next week. I think it is done. The name's been there for too long. It's a bit like with Rice to Arsenal. Arsenal's name kept coming up a lot. Lopetegui's name's been lingering around for a long time. He's not my first choice. He's not, and that's not mean that saying he's a bad manager. Yeah, I think he's a good manager. I do. I think he, he's the best way I've seen him described. He's a safe pair of hands, or you'd like to think he is. I think he would do well with the team. I think he'd get some good results with the team. Like I said, what's he like with youth players? I don't know. I'll be honest with you. Maybe I should have done a bit more research on that. And if any of you know a bit more about him, please put that in the comments below. Obviously, I would have liked, a name that would have excited me potentially a bit. With, a younger, dynamic manager. Then like the Almiron name, who was linked, and when Liverpool were looking at him, and you think, just maybe this might be our path to go and get him. I was watching Gio's video actually about an hour or two ago, and he made a really good point, and I think it's a fantastic point actually, about it feels a bit rushed. I have to agree with you, Gio, mate. I think it has to be said that as much as, I want Moyes out, and I wanted it done fairly quickly in terms of so the manager's there maybe sort of 4 or 5 weeks before pre-season starts, so that he can have a real good period to look at what he needs and where he's going to go forward with it. Like he said, there could be a lot of movement, and a manager that might be looking like he's going somewhere might not go somewhere. Obviously, De Zerbi at one point looked like, I'm not saying De Zerbi would come to West Ham, but I'm just giving an example. De Zerbi looked like he may go Bayern Munich. Now it's going to be Ralf Rangnick. Erik ten Hag could leave Manchester United potentially. Who knows? Chelsea with Pochettino, and then it would start a merry-go-round, which could free up other options for West Ham. It does seem a little bit rushed. You'd like to think, we don't know, we probably won't know for a long time, that Steiden, even if this isn't his first choice, has had a conversation with him, and that they can sort of come to some sort of agreement on players and a direction for the club. I hope that if this is Sullivan's man, he is being offered a very similar terms and conditions to what if David Moyes was offered the contract, which I think potentially he was, but under the terms and conditions of he's not all that the man who's in charge of transfers. He has to do this with this sort of set of rules. I'm hoping this very, very similar contract that Lopetegui's given. I hope he's the coach, head coach, not manager. I think that's the way we have to go forward now as a club. Not just one man should be the one, who has the full reign. It needs to be a bit more of an agreement, so that a bit like the situation we're in now, that Moyes has created this team on what he thinks is his vision, the low block, the plodders, and then this new manager's going to come in and have a new ideas and stuff like that. Where if you look at the Brighton model, Potter had that good stream, but then De Zerbi coming in, it looked like nothing different had happened. And that's what these good teams do. I'm sure that Bayer Leverkusen have already lined up Xabi Alonso's replacement, so they continue that smooth transition. It's not about that individual man. He should just be able to do his job, and everything's around him's there and sorted for him. Where if we go and set and sort out to be just the specific style of Lopetegui, wherever you pronounce his name, and then it goes wrong, and then what's going to happen. It'll be a firefighter manager comes in, and then it's back to the plodding, and there's no smooth movement and transition of the club. Like I say, not my first choice. Fonseca or Almiron I would have preferred. But listen, we get behind him. I don't. No one wants him to foul. All of us wanting to be, come in and do what Unai Emery's done at Villa. Really get the best out of the team. Try to get us a bit more excited for games. And try to go at teams. He is a defensive manager. But maybe this is the transition. Maybe I'm seeing it wrong. Maybe we're seeing it wrong. Maybe it's okay. So David Moyes was the super defensive manager. We'll go to a slightly safe manager whilst we're in a transition, and then maybe the next one again will be that. Who knows? I don't know. I do not know. The only thing I do know is that this club isn't going to go anywhere with David Sullivan at the helm. He's too safe. He's got too many friends that he sorts out and relies on, rather than... It's always half-hearted. It's always, this is a good idea, this director of football, this is a good idea, this strategy. And then he never fully goes in. He never fully commits to the deal. It's frustrating. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it, guys. It looks like Julian Lopetegui is West Ham's next manager. But there's still time for that to change, as it is daily. Come on, you eyes. Keep believing. Enjoy the game on Sunday. Me and Paul are hopefully going to get together and do a podcast maybe Sunday morning. If not, couple of days off, obviously bank holiday, and I've got Daft Tuesday from work as well, so I've got a few days to sort stuff out. Till next time, come on you Lions.